Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cardhoarder Podcast Squeeze Edition. If you're unfamiliar with the rules of Squeeze, check the description below first. The basic rules is you start with the topic and you guess what ranks from 1 to 15. If your guess does not fit on the list, then you basically lose. Those are the bare bones of the rules there. So Dave is the Squeeze Master for this edition. So what topic did you bring to the table?
Favorite green creatures is what I'm going to go with today. I'm going to include multicolored creatures, but I think we should stay away from 3 or 4 colored creatures, so I don't mind double colored creatures in the list either. But we're leaving it to creatures.
Am I correct that I get to go first? Because I lost? Or just...
Yeah, you lost, you got to go first.
Because you feel bad for me. Yes, all right. So I'm going to go with probably the most obvious one, as I was going to last time, and that is Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf. I'm not actually too high on Tarmogoyf. There's been multiple times I've argued he's a very overrated creature. He's an efficient finisher, but there's been some formats where I've liked other kind of utility creatures better where you know he's just going to die. I think I'm going to put him around 10.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I want to see where you go with this one. Primeval Titan.
I am a fan of utility creatures, and I think you'll find a lot with the majority of my experiences in Magic in life. I'm going to rate stuff highly when I've done well with it. The deck that I top 8 at Nationals with was Prime Time. So I think Primeval Titan is a solid 5.
You gotta like his nickname at least, even if you don't
Prime
like the card.
Time.
Prime Time.
I thought that was going to be a little higher. I'm actually a little surprised.
All right, so I still can't lose, so I'm in a good position here. How about Den Protector?
I have mixed feelings about Den Protector because I like the card a lot, but I haven't been on the good end of it. I'm always playing against it in Standard.
Okay. So it's 15 then, probably.
No, there's definitely cards I hate a lot worse than that. I'm going to put them around the 8 mark.
That's dangerous territory now.
Mm-hmm. We've been saying more tournament cards here. I'm going to go a little more casual here. Force of Nature.
Force of Nature. That's the...
8 Trampler, and you have to pay, I think it's like 6 for the upkeep.
We'll go to that bottom. He's
okay.
not nostalgic for me, and just a big dork that doesn't do anything but be big. That's not what I like about green creatures.
Okay, that's what green creatures used to be. Now it would be like no upkeep. It would just be a 5 or an 8/8 Trampler for 5, and that's it.
Draw some cards, probably.
Yeah. with upside. Let's see. So you do not like Force of Nature. How about, is it Deathrite Shaman? Is that the legacy dude?
Yeah, that's the legacy elf. Yeah, I'm pretty high on Deathrite Shaman.
Okay. He's a 1-drop, right?
Yeah, I like them a lot in Modern and Standard, but I hate him in Legacy because I play lands, but I do like the design of Deathrite Shaman a lot. So I shall put him at 3.
Okay, I think I need to stick with my previous strategy and think more casual type cards. I don't want to go too low, though.
I know. So if we get something that's worse than Force of Nature, we lose now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's dangerous then.
So I'll go a little bit better. Giant Spider.
That's 4 mana, 2/4 each.
Yep.
Yeah, I enjoy a Giant Spider. It's a classic draft staple. Let's put him at 11. Not my favorite, but I'm not below drafting a Giant Spider.
How about Llanowar Elf?
Llanowar Elf. I do like mana dorks a lot, but Llanowar Elf is a very unexciting mana dork.
Okay.
That's actually tough.
He's certainly better than Tarmogoyf, no doubt.
Yeah, I think he has to be better than Tarmogoyf on principle, but maybe he's lower than Den Protector. I think he might go in 9.
Wow. Okay, that's not where I thought that was going to go. It's very dangerous.
I do like mana dorks, but out of all the mana dorks that exist, Llanowar Elf is one of the more plain ones, As much as I like nostalgia.
But aren't they all the same thing? They're basically the same thing.
I got one mana dork that I like a lot.
You do?
I will hint at that. I have one mana dork that I like.
Oh, well, that's a pretty dangerous one to try to guess, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to knock it out because it's one of my favorites. Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, there. That's definitely number 2.
Birds is so good. I love that card.
What? Ah, man. I wasn't there. I guess I don't think of it as... Yeah, it is, though.
Yeah, it's iconic. It's around the time where I start playing Magic, where it's in 10th edition. I remember doing a 10th edition pre-release. So it's not exactly when I start playing Magic, a bit after. And I have a Birds of Paradise in a booster pack, and I secretly want to waste a lot of money on buying a playset of Beta Birds. I don't have that kind of money, but one day the dream is win a Pro Tour and snap off a playset of Beta Birds.
How much is it right now?
I don't know, $300 a bird.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're stupid.
That's chump change.
Chump change. Chump change for a Pro Tour winner.
Yeah, I guess that's true. we're in very tough territory. I'm gonna roll the dice here and hope that I get something better than Force of Nature, but not worse than Force of Nature. But this is dangerous. I'm gonna go with Grizzly Bear.
Huh.
Which let me add a little bit because you sounded a little hesitant there. It's the namesake of hate bears, right? So it's got at least a little bit of something going for it, and it's kind of the basis of that 2/2 for 2.
I enjoy the creature type bear. So as much as I don't like my green creatures to just be plain like they used to be, Grizzly Bears is pretty iconic. I think it goes near Giant Spider, where it's not my favorite type of card, but I have some nostalgia behind it. So let's put him at 12.
You're going to give it to me at 12? All right.
That's solid.
It could go between Tarmogoyf and Giant Spider.
I can accept that.
12 seems better.
Ooh, this is getting tough. I'm looking at I have a bunch of answers that I put down, and a lot of them I don't think are good options right now. I might get squeezed with this one. I'm going to say Craterhoof Behemoth.
Craterhoof Behemoth. Oh, that is difficult. I do like the Elf deck from Legacy quite a lot. I wasn't playing with him in Standard, so I don't have much nostalgia connected to him. He's kind of a weird balance, because he is this utility finisher, but he also is just a big green dumb guy. I think I can push him up to 7, and I think so because the Irish national team, the only time they did very well at Worlds, the new Worlds, they came 9th, and they played an Elf deck with Craterhoof, so it was very fun for me to watch them play that deck the little bits they were on coverage. So I think I'm willing to push that to 7. Though I think that's close to being lower than 8.
Nice, got lucky.
So your favorite green creature is still out there and unsaid.
Yeah, it might be hard to get my favorite one.
Okay.
I have a very clear idea of what's at 1 and 4 at the moment. I will say that.
You seem to know more older cards than I do. I'm looking at recent Standard stuff, and yeah, because those all seem bad. But this one could be a winner. But all right, I'm going to go with it anyway. And I don't actually know that I know how to pronounce this correctly, but Farika, God of Affliction, the black-green god.
I guess I have mixed feelings about Farika.
Okay. Well, the middle's pretty crowded, so that's not good.
I thought she was going to be very good when she was printed, because I thought she was going to be a combo with Eidolon, the green Eidolon, draw a bunch of cards. But in the end, I disliked those kind of mid-range enchantment decks, even though I like the old Enchantress decks. So I think she falls at 14. She has cool utility, so she stays higher on the list, but I didn't have the greatest experience with her in Standard.
I thought you would have for sure played with her in Standard.
I tried because I thought she was good, but I got so sick of the grindy enchantment decks. Mm-hmm. They were just so rough to play against each other, and I never quite got them working, and it just... If it was the only grindy deck in the format, I would have ended up really liking her. But playing Doomwake Mirrors and Block at the time were a lot.
Yeah, I can respect that. Some of the gods were pretty meh. I thought that was one of them too.
I loved them.
I loved all the ones in Theros, but some of the multicolor ones kind of
that's true. The white black one was
right, Athreos,
super underwhelming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to shoot for the higher here. I'm going to say Thragtusk. Because this one's a very polarizing one, so that's why I was...
Yeah, this might be lower than 15.
Oh, wow, really? Okay.
I hate Thragtusk. I hate Thragtusk because I might be a bit irrational, but basically, remember the card Revelark? Wizards basically said Revelark was a mistake. It wasn't overpowered, but having a card said leaves play instead of dies is really dangerous, and it doesn't give them a lot of design space for a format. So they said they'd try and avoid it, except they made Thragtusk, which made it impossible for you to really play a control deck. And as much as I like green utility creatures, I also like the option of control decks and formats. And the card just made people's lives miserable. There was no good way to fight it. There was no good way to remove it. It was just play it or die, I guess. I just hate cards that force you to play cards in colors, I guess. So I think that's very low for me. I think that's below 15.
All right. Yeah, I figured. I'm not sure what I was.
Yeah,
either 1 or 15.
That was probably a bad answer. My backup answer would have been Azusa, Lost But Seeking. That was probably going to be my backup.
Azusa might have landed you 13.
Okay.
Azusa's kind of cool and reminds me of cool casual stuff. And I actually like the deck was banned.
I was saying my next one was Vengevine.
Vengevine was kind of cool. I would have had Vengevine probably at 6.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Vengevine, either 4 or 6. I don't think you would have been squeezed there. I would have had to think about it.
So what's number 1 and number 4, which you had in your mind?
4, I think, was going to be Tireless Tracker. Recently playing with it, and it's fresh in the format.
That's a good point. I should have thought of that.
Yeah, fresh in the format. Just did well in a GP with it. Kind of figured out a week before the GP that there was no way I wasn't playing this card in Standard. Gitrog Monster would have also got you a high one.
Really? I almost said that.
Yeah, because the second the card was printed, this isn't even an experience thing. When that card was printed, I said, if this card is not playable in Standard, I don't want to play Magic. The card is so cool. It's the perfect, I think, combination of acceptable, constructed player stats and ability and cool flavor. And it's very hard to get them together, I think. Wild Mongrel would have been my number 1.
Wow. All right.
Wild Mongrel is just when I start playing Magic and kind of getting into it. I wasn't playing Magic for Odyssey or any of those sets when Psychotog and Wild Mongrel were around, some of my favorite creatures. But I love the Madness deck. It was the first super synergy deck that I kind of...
Madness was the best.
Yeah. So Basking Root Wild probably would have got you squeezed between that and Deathrite Shaman. That would have been up there. And it's just nostalgia. I know it's not as much rhyme or reason to I like utility guys, but Wild Mongrel's... I'm begging for it to get reprinted in the next set.
Yeah, nice. That's the greatness of Squeeze. So next time we play this, it is going to be Nathaniel's turn. So you got to think of a topic. I mean, I don't have to think one right now, but make sure you think of a good topic for us. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's got to be Magic related.
It doesn't have to be, but obviously it's preferred.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, this can be a topic about anything. We've done ones about food, movies, TV shows. There's a lot of fun things that you can do about this.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have to be cards. My backup was going to be favorite Standard decks of all time.
So that's a great one. Yeah.
I would have had a really, really hard time playing that one.
I kept it simple for the first couple, but stuff like that, or favorite pro player, favorite pro tour, something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, favorite pro tour. That'd be a sweet topic as well. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so that's another edition of the Cardhoarder Podcast Squeeze Edition. Remember, you can check out the full episode of the audio podcast every week on cardhoarder.com. We're also on iTunes, any other podcaster catching app. You can also listen to us every week. We're usually out midweek. So thank you for listening to this, and also thanks for watching.